KBEAR 92.3 Wild Country. We've got a treat for you this afternoon as we get to introduce you to a singer, songwriter making an appearance here in Broken Bow today. Mr. Porter Martin joins me in studio.
Feels like home.
Does it really?
Yeah, it does.
You like Broken Bow?
I kind of do. Yeah, I stayed at the Arrow last night.
Great choice.
Went over to the brewery, had a good cold beer, and I can't remember what it was. It was a lager, I think, but it was really good.
Yeah.
And, it reminds me of my hometown.
That's good. Well, tell me a little bit about your hometown. Where are you from, Porter?
Demopolis, Alabama.
Okay.
It's probably like 4,500 people that were living there when I was there, and yeah, baseball, football, college football, I mean, nothing much going on.
Small town life.
Fishing and hunting. And
sounds like a good way to grow up.
yeah, I picked up a guitar and you got the heck out of there.
Well, Nashville, is that home now?
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
Been home for 14 years.
So what brought you to Nashville? I think I read something that as a kid, you got to go to a show at the Bluebird Cafe.
I actually saw it on TV.
You saw it on
when
TV?
I was 12. I was flipping channels, and I stopped on this channel. This guy was holding a guitar. It was Craig Wiseman, and he was playing the good stuff. Said this song paid for his first house, and I was like, yeah, that's what I want to do at 12 years old. So I didn't want to really be an artist or have lights on me and be up on stage or anything, but I just wanted to move to Nashville and write songs like this guy.
But here you are,
getting
on stage now. So somewhere along the line, you decided, hey, this is kind of fun.
Yeah, it is fun. Music's fun. It's my life. It's been my life for a long time, but I just wanted to write, and after being in Nashville for 10 years, you realize how hard it is to make it as a songwriter. It's pretty tough. That circle tightens up real quick, and there's only so many songs that get pushed through, and I got to the point where I was like, well, I could just put them out myself. These are my songs, and I believe in them, and most of them are true stories about myself. So.
You've written some songs with folks we've heard of, folks that we play on KBEAR.
Yeah, man.
And what's the hardest lesson that you've ever learned in songwriting?
When to be quiet.
Yeah.
I haven't written with Dean Dillon, but he's on a men's group with me, and we talk about God, and he said, that was the best advice that he could give us young bucks. He said, just know when to be a fly on the wall, I think is how he said it.
Yeah, well, you got to listen when Dean speaks. Of course,
man.
Dean Dillon is the pen behind most of George Strait's biggest hits, so and countless other songs, country music. I'd love to hear one of yours, and then maybe we can hear a little bit more about your story.
Yeah, I wrote, this is the first song I've ever written in Texas. I was going down to KFTX in Corpus Christi, and this melody came to me, an idea, and I wrote it, pretty close to the beach down in Corpus. It's called X's in Texas.
And it's from Porter Martin, live from the KBEAR studios.
Barely making it through this bottle of Johnny Blue, making up reasons I could blame it all on you. I've been making the time to get you off my mind, leaving you and that Tennessee whiskey all behind. I'll make some mixes in Texas, I won't be thinking about you. I'll be loving every love I fall into. If it's over between us, guess I should tell you the truth. I'll make some mixes in Texas, and I won't be thinking about you. From up in Abilene down to San Antone, Corpus on the beach, Lubbock to Arkansas, Longview to Galveston, Sweetwater to Arlington, Tyler to Amarillo, Beaumont to El Paso. I'll make some mixes in Texas. I won't be thinking about you. I'll be loving every love I fall into. If it's over between us, guess I should tell you the truth. I'll make some mixes in Texas, and I won't be thinking about you. I'll make some mixes in Texas, and I won't be thinking about you.
Yeah, I love it. New tune.
Thank you, man.
Porter Martin joins us in the KBEAR studios from Alabama, now makes his home in Nashville, and he'll be doing a show tonight, a little pop-up event at Sly's Bar here in Broken Bow. Music starting about 5:30, so come on out for happy hour and have some fun with your friends and listen to some good tunes.
Yeah, it's good to be here. Thank you for supporting my music.
Now, you said that you watched this show from the Bluebird Cafe as a kid. That inspired you to do what you do for a living now.
That's right.
I would imagine you've had the chance to play the Bluebird now on your own?
I played it in 2014 for the first time. I've done it 6 times. I played it back in June, I think, and they've been good to me. I met some people there, and they liked my music, and we're still friends.
We're still friends. It must be going well.
You know, I keep putting out music, and I keep sending it to people, just hoping they're going to like what I give them next. But it's working, so I'm going to keep going.
I was reading your bio, and I found something surprising here concerning you have a studio on your property.
I do.
At home, and you found some percussion from an unusual source, something that inspired you somehow. I'd love to hear the story of how you ended up with a rattlesnake in the rhythm section.
Yeah, I tend to put all kinds of stuff on my record, so I was kind of waiting for the punchline on that one. I was like, was it a trash can?
Which one was it?
A rooster or a cow, mooing or something? But yeah, I've had some bad luck coming across timber rattlesnakes on my farm. Usually running fence, and I get out there when the weather's changing and springtime and fall. But yeah, I stepped right over one, and thankfully it was a real cool morning, like 50 degrees, and it was just kind of coiled up and just sitting there. But had 10 rattles on it, so I guess it was a pretty mature snake. But I was in full stride, putting this fence out for my cattle, and I saw it last minute, and I jumped right over it, like hurdled it. And then I took care of business, and took his life. I have dogs and all kinds of animals, and if it's venomous, I usually take it out if it come around it.
Sure.
But I cut the rattle off, and I've done that a few times on the ones that I've gotten on the farm. But yeah, it makes for a good shaker. It creeps some people out.
You mentioned a trash can, a rooster.
Yeah.
What are some of the other unusual?
Walking the floor, George Strait's fiddle player, Janae Fleener, came out to the farm, and it was like 1 p.m., but that rooster would not shut up, man. So it was kind of coming through a little bit, and it was like, I think it was in key with the song Walking the Floor, and we were like, well, you won't be able to hear it unless you single out that track anyways. Maybe it sounds kind of cool. So, there's probably like a little clip of a hint of a rooster crowing on that track.
If you turn it up really loud, listen really close, that rooster's in there somewhere.
But we do a little bit of both in studio in Nashville, Muscle Shoals, Alabama, and we do like some high-end studios, but we like to kind of mix it up and give a good, all-around vibe,
Yeah. Porter Martin is the voice you're hearing today on KBEAR 92.3. He's got a new song we've been playing called Hell That I Call Home. Is this another song that you wrote, Porter?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. I wrote that about my first relationship, like years ago, from high school through college. It was like 7, 8 year. That last year was kind of this song, basically. We both knew we shouldn't be together, and it was, bound to end. And I penned it out and eventually tracked it, probably 2019. I started tracking it and wanted to go outlaw kind of vibe. So I got Waylon steel guitarist Robbie Turner, 25 years with him, Shooter Jennings electric guitarist Leroy Powell, and Jamie Johnson, Sturgill Simpson's drummer Chris Powell. And I just knew it was going to be cool. And it came out great.
Yeah, it definitely did. Be listening for that one here on KBEAR. And we remind you, coming up again here tonight, you can come out to Sylvester's Bar right on Highway 2 in Broken Bow and hear Porter play a few songs on the guitar he brought into the studio.
Hear me play.
Yeah, would you mind playing one more while we got you here in studio? Yeah. We're gonna change out a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
This one stays tuned a lot better than that one. This one's called Get Lost. It's out right now. It's one of my favorite songs I've written. They say you gotta map it out if you wanna know your way around, but it takes a toll in between the lines. Sometimes you gotta get off the path and unwind, but I get lost in the grind and spending all my time trying to find my place on this earth. No matter how high you climb it, you just can't hide it. Gotta take the truth for what it's worth. All I can say is when I get home, I wanna get lost in your touch, in your unconditional love. I wanna get lost in your smile and the way you drive me wild. But I get lost in the grind and spending all my time trying to find my place on this earth. No matter how high you climb it, you just can't hide it. Gotta take the truth for what it's worth. All I can say is when I get home, I wanna get lost. But I get lost in the grind and spending all my time trying to find my place on this earth. No matter how high you climb it, you just can't hide it. Gotta take the truth for what it's worth. All I can say is when I get home, all I can say is when I get home, I wanna get lost. Yeah, I wanna get lost.
Yeah. Get Lost. It is Porter Martin joining us in studio today on KBEAR 92.3. Just want to thank you for including us on your little radio tour and spending some time in Broken Bow. We hope you'll come back.
I definitely will.
We hope you have a good time tonight. We know that those that come out to hear your music will have a good time at Sly's.
Yeah, come on out. Come hang with me.
That's what Sylvester's is all about. But before we let you go, where can we find more of your music? Where can we learn where you'll be and keep up with your travels?
PorterMartinMusic.com. Porter Martin Music on all social media. all over Spotify and Apple Music and pretty much everywhere.
Find your merch like this.
I mean,
Thanks for
we're
the
about
caps.
to go
This is
live
fantastic.
with that merch. Actually,
Yeah?
I'm pretty excited about it. We're going
Really
go,
cool logo.
go online. Yeah, I'm a big Waylon fan, so I did the wings on that one.
And I'm going to hold this up to the camera so people tell me about the guy on the crutches.
Yeah,
there,
he's the lovable loser.
which is your record label.
There's a Waylon song called Honky Tonk Heroes, and it says lovable losers like me in the song, and I just thought that'd be a cool name for my music company. So the record label is Lovable Music, and the publishing's the Lovable Losers Music. So
I love it.
yeah, because the writers are sometimes the losers because they're the ones, they're not getting any credit for anything, But yeah, thank you again for having me, and thank y'all for listening to country radio.
Yeah. Come on out tonight. 5:30 is when we get started at Sylvester's in Broken Bow. Porter Martin, thank you so much.
Thank you, brother.